From unexpected blowouts to thrilling close games and 4 blocked field goals on one day. Let's recap Week 3. During the early window, after 3 quarters of every game, it looked like the only close game was Steelers versus Patriots, where the Steelers had control throughout and got a solid win on the road. The Rams-Eagles game started with the Rams scoring 26 points unanswered, but the Eagles rallied back with their own 26 unanswered points and 2 consecutive blocked field goals to win the game, probably the craziest way you can win a game in the NFL. It looked like the Jets would do the same thing with a blocked field goal to get themselves back in their game against the Bucs, but the Bucs would end up getting the win over the Jets with a clutch field goal at the end of the game. And the most stunning of them all, when the Packers looked like they had gutted out a win against the Browns, they also had a field goal get blocked, costing them the most shocking defeat of the whole weekend. But another supposedly good team that took a rough loss was the Falcons, who offensively couldn't get anything going against the Panthers of all teams. We'll see if this game is a fluke or not for both teams, but it doesn't look so great for the Falcons now. But the Panthers have momentum going into Week 4. The Houston Texans are also off to a terrible start this season, at 0-3, losing to the Jaguars on Sunday. The last team to start 0-3 and make the playoffs was the Denver Broncos, led by Tim Tebow. So it's certainly time to panic for the Texans. But as for the rest of the early window, the Commanders got a convincing win over the Raiders, the Colts stayed unbeaten, and the Vikings dismantled the Bengals. But that's it for the early window. The afternoon games were a little less crazy, but there were still some insane developments, like the Seahawks scoring 38 points versus the Saints at halftime. The Bears also once again showed why the Dallas Cowboys have the worst defense in the NFL, as they got ripped apart all game, and the 49ers, with Mac Jones, gutted out a huge win over the Cardinals to stay undefeated. But the best game from this window was the Chargers defeating the Broncos. Justin Herbert at this moment has to be the front runner for MVP because of the plays he's making at the end of games when it matters most, which has been a point of criticism in previous years. And finally, finishing with the primetime games, going all the way back to Thursday Night Football, the Bills continued their strong start to the season with a win over the Dolphins. The Chiefs on Sunday Night Football got their first win of the season against the Giants, which forced the Giants to start Jackson Dart going into Week 4. And on Monday Night Football, the Lions offense showed us why they're still one of the top units in the NFL, while the Ravens still need to work on winning close games. But that's what happened across the NFL in Week 3. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more videos like this.